Good morning, everybody, man, and welcome to another episode of Speak on It. And we got a special episode this morning. We're going to be talking about back to school stories, and we also going to just dive into some uh high school stories. So, um, don't judge us. We were kids, all
Right,
right. So
right.
you know what I mean. But we're gonna have some fun. As you can see, the gentleman over there is my cousin Tomar.
Everybody doing? How everybody doing?
Um, so fellas, let's get right into it. Let's get right into it, man. Cause every year you get the annual back to school pictures of all your timeline.
Right.
Folk you don't see on your timeline for the rest of the year. You see their kids back to school pictures every year. You know what I mean? And it just got me to reminiscing about back to school.
Right.
And I can guarantee you right now, every single one of us has one story in common. I guarantee it. The night before back to school, your back to school outfit was laid on the bed.
That's a
You had your
fact.
shirt, you had your pants, and you had your sneaks at the bottom. And I guarantee you, you stood back and you looked at it and you said,
Did a
I'm
little
gonna get
dance.
these
Like,
niggas in the
yeah,
morning. I'm gonna kill them in the morning. I'm gonna kill them in the morning. They ain't ready for it. They ain't ready for it. They ain't ready for it. So, with that said, I'm gonna start with my man Tim One. Kick it off to mine. Give me your best back to school stories. Whether it
my
was the
best
night
back to school
before,
story.
the day of, uh, going shopping for back to school, whatever it is, give me a good back to school, your best back to school story.
Um, my, I think the furthest I could think back was senior year. Unfortunately, is when we're talking about first day of schools. Like I have moments, but first day of school, senior year. Um, I didn't know whether or not I should actually get a fitted. Uh, get a nice outfit or just come to school regular because I mean just ready to graduate to be quite honest. But
Feel you?
I mean I had a nice little FUBU outfit that I had
Definitely,
pressed out.
definitely dating yourself with the FUBU
Yeah,
outfit.
yeah, I was definitely a supporter of black businesses back then. But definitely had my FUBU laid out. It was more than likely an '05 jersey. Um, but coming into uh, what was it? First period was English class, Mr. Orbison,
Yes, I
and
remember those days.
all my fellows was pretty much in there, and I just knew that it was going to be one heck of a year starting off school year that way. So that was the it wasn't nothing specific, but I mean that's the furthest I could think back. I mean I had my car, my dirty bird. I just knew that things are just going to be on the up and up this year, man. I'm getting up out of here. So yeah, senior year for first year is one that's memorable.
I feel you on that one. Hoss, you got a back to school story?
I mean, yeah, I got like, two stories. I remember like as a kid, like being younger, we didn't have a lot of money, and like when we first moved up here to the city, um, like I was just excited. We went to Tri-State Mall up here, and we went to buy like Sneaker City or some one of the sneaker stores. And some Barclays out there doing for like on sale for like $40. And I remember like begging my mom like to get them joints just to start school off, just so I could have them. You know, I ain't had a real name brand sneak until then. I was like fifth grade then, so I'm like, man, I can't keep going. I can't keep walking around like this. I'm in fights every year because of this. I'm tired, got tired of it. So she got them for me. my legs were still kind of weak, but you know, at that time, the sneaks kind of saved me. But in high school, I remember like junior year when I started working, started making my own money. I was able to go buy like 2 or 3 pair of sneaks and you know some Air Max 95s like that. They come back the first day of school. So I remember, I don't think I slept the night before school. I think I wanted to wear my clothes to bed just so I can get up and be fresh, the freshest one out there. It was, and I was driving, so I wanted to make sure I drove by the front bus stop, got out the car, so everybody could drive to school. Definitely. When as a younger boy, not having been able to buy, you know, you seen jokers going to get sneaks and new pennies and new Jordans and all that, and it wasn't an option in my house. So, you know, just be able to have a decent outfit on the first day and not have to fight over who's going to tease you at the bus stop was the big thing for me.
I hear that. Speaking of the bus stop, Seaford Meadows, shout out to Meadows. Back in it, it's weird out there now. And when I ride by it, I kind of get mad because I'm like, man, it's almost like they caged them kids in. But anyway,
Yeah.
Out Meadows, when you first turned in that first entrance right there by my apartment 80, was the fences, and that was the bus stop. So all the kids would melt there for the first day of school. Even the kids that were that usually we get picked up at the other bus stop. Because remember, you know, it's 2 entrances.
Yeah.
The kids, it would be 2 bus stops. The kids that usually get picked up down there, some of them will find their way down there. Why? Because everybody want to show off what they got. It didn't matter what you had. Everybody just wanted to show off what they got, man. And it would be like a fashion show out there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All the Seaford Meadow kids out there, it would just be a fashion show for the bus stop in the morning. And then, but the best part of the day, especially elementary, was getting on the bus because you wanted to see who messed up they sneaks, who messed up they clothes, and they was gonna be scared that they was gonna have to go home and tell mom, oh yeah, you couldn't even last one day. You couldn't even make it one day without messing up your clothes. Which brings me to, we're all parents. We all got kids.
Mm-hmm.
So Tamon,
What's happening?
give me a back to school story as a father, man. What's it been like getting your kids ready for back to school?
Each one of them have been different, man. With my oldest, Kimora, she's kind of laid back. So when it comes to back to school, she's kind of like, it is what it is. She's been more so nervous, especially like this year going into high school, freshman year. Like she's nervous because it's a new school, new environment, and all that. So she's mainly just been nervous. She's not even worried about. I ain't gonna say worried about what she's wearing because she's definitely got her own style and wants to make sure that she implements it. But youngest girl though, that's the one. I can vividly remember since like she was 2.5, she was ready to go to kindergarten. Like she couldn't wait to get to 5. So 5 finally came, and her birthday's in June. She was like, on her birthday, she's like, all right, I'm going to kindergarten. Nah, man, you gotta wait till at least August, September, man. So the night before, man, I lied to you not. I don't think she slept, bro. At all. I don't think she slept at all, man. Like she went to bed. And like I think one time I checked in on her and she was still up. It was like 11:30. She was up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, knocking on the door, like, yo, ready to go. I was like, man, she's hyped, man. But and Nehemiah, he's laid back. He was ready to get up out of the house, away from mommy and daddy. He's like, yo, I'm ready to see people. At the end of the day, that's like good. I want to see people my age, though. He's like, I'm ready to see kindergarten, to see some friends. And kind of like his father, as soon as he comes home, first thing he's talking about is a little girl named Nori. So, needless to say, we got a long road ahead of us on that one.
Hold on. Hold up. Tomorrow we got to break that. We got to break that.
Yeah, I know.
We got to break it, bro. We can't.
What's
we
funny?
can't. And I still apologize. I still apologize, dude. I still apologize for that. Okay. I shouldn't have called you that time. All right. I apologize. It was the wrong title. It was the wrong title to give you. Bro. I apologize. But we got to break it, okay? Neil can't go down that road.
Nah, he's not, man.
Right?
I found that very funny that, like, out of all the things he talked about, was this little girl named Nori. I was like, man.
What up,
I had a conversation with Siani last night, and she was like, what thing would you tell yourself? I said, well, I was just talking about this not too long ago, but I would have told myself to keep my mind on them books and off them gals. So I gotta tell him.
We laughed at that line in that movie, but we did not realize it was really applicable. You know what I mean? So shout out to Robin Harris and House Party for that gem. that is a gem. That is a gem that you know, and it go both ways. Keep your mind in them books and off them guys as well. So ladies, don't think you left out. All right, Hoss.
I guess it's like you said, like my son is older. Like this year, he's a junior in high school, so like he didn't even want clothes. He already had stuff that he can wear. Like he when he got his own clothes, he gets his own sneaks on his little drives. So it was kind of weird that you call him and asking him, I'm talking to him like, "What you need?" He like, "Nothing. I don't need nothing." I'm like, "Junior, I'm not holding with it." You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't. He got his own swag. He got, you know. I showed up to his school last week, his first week of school. Dudes in there with Crocs on and jeans and just a regular T-shirt. He doesn't. To him, he don't like what he wears. First of all, he don't like wearing clothes anyway. He always wants to have his shirt off. But
like father, like son, then, huh?
Around in the beat like all day. He would be
like
fine.
Father, like son.
Yeah. I wasn't cut up like a young boy. I was just
that's true.
chubby, so I still didn't wear a shirt. So I know I wasn't expecting him to wear one. My daughters are, they're kind of the girly girl. Well, Avery's more like she's like the thug girl. She wants to be girly, but she's a thug too. So she. One week, Dad, Mom, I'm not wearing skirts for my uniform. I want to wear pants because I'm a tomboy. I'm going back to being a regular girl. So with that, I just let it be. Let her do what she do. Chloe's kind of she's all girly. She wants to wear the dresses. She likes to wear the colors, and it's easier with girls because I don't have a clue what to put on them anyway. So I'm like, you look cute, baby, and smile. I don't really not that kind of dad. It's like I ain't fashionable myself. Like I ain't a big fashion guy, big like chasing labels and chasing like designs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I support local art, local businesses, so I get like a lot of local T-shirts and stuff like that and get wear. So when I look at them, like my son's wearing $200 pair of jeans and $300 pair of Jordans on his feet. I just look at him like, man, whatever. That's why I can't wear nothing nice because you got. And that's why with me, I'm old, so it don't bother me. But it's funny with having 3 different age groups and 3 different like having boys and girls like this to see the different style and swag. And main thing is first thing Timar, he had a new school transfer this year. First thing he's thinking about talking about his girls. Same thing I said, like, my man, girls. But I see what he was doing why he's like that. They're in his face just as much as they in theirs. So can't at this point it's just
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Back to school in my house is always crazy because we got two August birthdays. Angie's birthday is the August 19th, and then Ariana's birthday is literally August 27th. So her birthday is combined with back to school. So when it was all four of them here, what up? What up, Sean? Good luck today, man. Sleep for the league. Go check them out this morning. They are home at the Nest, at the Jay's Nest. I think they started like 7:00 this morning. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some food out there because my man Sean Williams is always gonna eat. Shout out to him. But so when it was all four of them, it was a struggle sometime. You know what I mean? Like pinch here, pull there. You might have to get your shoes from Shoe Show. You know what I mean? You might have to get your shoes from Rack Room.
Yeah.
They're gonna be name brand, but they're gonna be the cheaper version.
Right,
So,
right.
but now two of them graduated, so we only got the two in the house. So this year for Ariana, she had a pretty good back to school and birthday, but this would be the hate from the older two that I love the most. I love it. I love it. It'd be like, because they always be like, whoa, we didn't get to do all of that. Sorry, we had less money and more kids.
Right.
Now we are making more money with less kids.
Less kids. It makes sense.
Unfortunately, you gotta take care. You're at the point where you kind of gotta take care of yourself. Like, we'll help you out. You know what I mean? But one of you're not even going back to school. Why do you even care? Like, you got a good job, you make good money and everything. Why do you even care? And then the other one, I love her. I love her so much, man, because she's the biggest fashion diva. So that's the reason why she's upset, is because we not getting ready to go in full support of her wardrobe.
Gotcha.
Because she is the biggest diva. She is the most like her mother in terms of always wanting to be in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
That is her. Oh, what's going on, Mike? Mike Rouse.
What's happening, Mike?
Mike is the president of Seaford Pop Warner Football. I'm not sure if they got a game today or not, but shout out to them. So go support Seaford Pop Warner as well. But
Definitely.
she's a diva, man. She's a straight diva, and she will always, even when we would do back to school shopping, Amir always would want the biggest and the baddest of things. And I would just look at her and I'd be like, where do you think this money is coming from? Like, where do you think we do for a living? Like
I think it's limitless,
kids always feel like you rich. I'm like,
yeah.
like, do know that there is limits to this? Because the youngest one, Bree could care less about her clothes. She don't care about her clothes. Shoes, nothing, don't care about none of it. If she could wear toys to school, that's what she would do. That's what she would do. If she could wear toys to school, that would be heaven for her. Because that's all she wants. Bro, we go back to school shopping the other week, and Bree came home with a huge doll and all the accessories with it. That has nothing to do with back to school. But then nothing at all. And like my wife, she just looks at me like, well, you spoil her in your way. Yeah, I spoil her in my way, but I stay within limits.
Right.
And women, they don't really care. They just, it's my baby, so they gonna if they want it, they gonna get it. And I'm like, man. And then you want me to discipline the monster that you create.
right.
You know what I mean? They want you to discipline the monster. All right, Timon. You said this is what you wanted.
What I want. What did I want?
We're gonna go back to school, but give me a high school. Give me a high school story. Give me a good high school story, man. Give me a good high school story.
Oh, all right. So let me go through the Rolodex. You said a good one.
A good one. A good high school story.
Oh man. Mainly what's funny is that like I think my favorite years was my last 2 years of high school. I mean, for one, I was I don't even call myself a junior. I was a third year student at since I failed 10th grade. So I was a third year student, and then I was a senior. But I mean, you know all the memories that we've had all together, the four of us, as far as me, you, Jeff, and CJ. Whether it be the after school festivities or the in class jersey numbers for percentages as far as chemistry class. But yeah, I mean, those were my favorite 2 years, man. To be quite honest, I mean, I got a lot of stories. I don't want to incriminate nobody or nothing, so I keep some of them stories under wraps behind the scenes.
Yo, those go to the grave, bro.
Because some of those,
Some of those go to the
a lot
grave.
of those stories go. But I mean, the one thing I could really think about was my first day freshman year. And I thought that going to Upward Bound prepared me to see older women at school. But going into that cafeteria my freshman year, I was like, oh my gosh, this is totally different. It was, and I remember specifically Jamie Hopkins. I was like, oh my Lord, who is this? And then that's how you know my mindset wasn't where it should have been. But either way, that's the one thing I can remember as far as like the culture shock of the cafeteria my first day of freshman year. That was a quote unquote good story because I was like, oh, this might be a yeah. So I made net on that.
I feel you. Hoss?
I mean, a lot of stuff I did in high school, I can't, wasn't there nobody else kids do. Definitely, for me, I guess playing a football player, beginning of the school year was always big. First week, we always been around, like on the campus and at the school from practicing and stuff. So it was like, by the time I walked into school, like you wanted everybody to know who you was. And most of the time, the week you go back, you got it's game week, so you come back, you got your T-shirt, your team T-shirts on, or your jersey on, or practice jersey that they was clean. I always kept mine clean. My mom won't let me have stinking uniforms in the house. So working always like as the football team. And it's like we were pretty good when I was in school. We always competed well with the better schools up this way. So it was like you walk in there, you was the man, and it was like I felt like
Right.
it was like blues at Brandywine sometimes. Everybody knows you, high five and teachers. And even as a younger guy, the guys who played ahead of me, I always played varsity right away. So I always had like juniors and seniors that I hung out with, and like hanging out with the junior and senior girls. Like I'm thinking like, oh, I forget. Most of the time as a young boy, you drink a lot till I got to the age where I got my own car, got my own. You know what I'm saying? Then like, oh, all right, now we can talk to the young boy. But young boy, go ahead somewhere. Like I was just the guy going on varsity, so I was like, I'm gonna go hang out with the JV and the freshman cats. They got there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want those girls. They in my grade. I want those ones. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
My wife older than me now. This because I always I wanted like the teacher interns and the freshmen in high school. I wanted them ones myself. Cause I want to be ahead of the game, man.
I feel you. one of the things I remember about high school is the trips, yo, for talent search. Because we always went on college visits. And I would just have fun. Like I ain't care nothing about nothing. The tour meant nothing to me. The tour meant absolutely nothing to me. I don't remember. I remember the schools, and I remember the schools that we went to. I remember the cafeteria that we ate at because I always was intrigued. Like, yo, they literally, you know what I mean? You in high school, you eating school cafeteria. You go on a college campus, you like, yo, they got McDonald's in the cafeteria? like then you ignorant to certain stuff. Like, what is Chick-fil-A? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just ignorant. Like, people looking at you like, what do you mean what's Chick-fil-A? Like, man, I don't know what it is. It's not going around my way. You know what I'm saying? People looking at you weird and twisted and stuff. But every college trip I went on, I shot my shot with a college girl. And then one of them, and I'll never forget it, she let me walk her to class. And I lost my tour. So I'm in a place, I don't know where I'm at, bro. I don't know where I'm at. And I'm like, it was a good idea. It sounded like a good idea at first, right? It sounded like a real good idea at first, but it didn't turn into a good idea. I'm on the campus and I'm lost, right? And you're a kid, so you start to like, man, worst case scenario is I get left up here, right? Like worst case scenario, I get left. So I just got to mosey around, just walking around, and finally,
you ran into him.
I sucked my pride up and just asked somebody where like the tour started or where the tours end or something like that, and they point me in the direction, and I made it back in time to get on the bus. But
you had your own college tour.
But I had my own college tour. I had my own college experience. You know what I mean? And I just remember those tours, like going on those tours, man. It would be so much fun, man. Because you just look, it was college, man. You just like, man, this is what college is like. First of all, I knew I couldn't go to an HBCU because of the college tours at high school.
You said you knew you couldn't?
I knew I couldn't go to an HBCU when I was in high school. It was too many beautiful women. I was going to be an absolute whore, and I was going to have babies. I was going to drop out. I was going to flunk out. So I avoided that. No disrespect to anybody that went to an HBCU and had that experience, bro. I feel you. I had that experience, but I had that epiphany when I was in high school. I was at Morgan State. And when I say I couldn't see my hand in front of my face, that's how hard it was raining. And it was still so many bad things walking around on that campus. I said, oh no, this I can't come to an HB. They do this on a rainy day, and I mean they was stepping bad. And I'm like, oh my God. And it's raining. I mean, I couldn't see my hand right here, bro. And they was stepping up. I said, no, I can't come to no black college, man. This ain't for me. I'm not gonna come here and get an education.
It was kind of opposite for me. I knew I couldn't go to like a regular college after I went to a HBCU. Like I couldn't go back. Like I remember the first opening game of college football my freshman year, and I remember like this the band and the atmosphere and the energy alone. I could never go back. Like I'm not going nowhere. I'm not transferring. I'm here. Like I gotta be. It's the band's rocking, they in there, the majorettes is walking and strutting.
Oh Lord.
Like I'm waiting on Virginia, so it's like, man, I gotta, this is what I need. This is something I need in my life. I need all this every day. And it's definitely I understand. Like if I wasn't focused, I say that. Definitely as a it's a little different for me because I literally had my trouble senior year of high school, so I was in Ferris. So literally leaving Ferris to go, I had 2 months home before I went to college. So he was like, "Let the pit bull out." And, like I didn't know what I just did 9 months feeling like they were all dudes in a
I hear,
business.
I hear that.
Straight there. First thing he sent me to is HBCU. Man,
Yeah.
I around with the pink thing out, man, like a pit bull, man.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely understandable, absolutely understandable. I would have had the same. I would have been in the same boat, man. I'm trying to tell you, like, understanding, just making the good decisions is a good. It's a good thing, man. Like, again, I love HBCUs. I support them. I support kids going to them, but you have to have a sharp focus on that campus, man. You gotta have a laser sharp focus and a goal with a goal in mind. And that goes across the board at any college. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Because you can fall in. I think UD at one point was the #1 party school in the country.
Right.
So,
A lot of jokers.
and trust me,
It's just one semester up there.
I experienced that all 4 years at Goldie Beak on what UD party life was like. So
Shout out to the Trabant Center.
absolutely, we have toured that place down a many a night. All right, so Taman.
You segue into these college stories, man.
Yes, I was going to ask you for a college story, bro. I was going to ask
Yeah.
you for a college story. Hold up. Before you do that, for those of you who seen a seat at the dinner table, and my man Tim One was talking about the Pizza Hut story. Yes, we did write out a list of tips for for the waiter. Okay.
We left change too, right? It was like
yeah, we left
change.
we left some coins. We left
Like
some coins.
pennies, nickels.
We left some shillings.
Yeah.
But yes, we did leave a list of tips, and there were several. I remember a couple. Never say the nigga at the Million Man March.
Million Man March, I remember that one.
Don't go in dark alleys at night.
Yeah, did she piss us off or something? I'm trying to figure out what was that?
She was very rude. She was very rude from the gate. Now, don't get it twisted. We were a bunch of hungry high school kids, so we probably came in loud. You know what I mean?
For the $5 buffet.
Was it senior year?
It had to be.
So we were feeling ourselves. We on senior release. F you, we ain't got to go back to school for the rest of the day. You know what I mean? So we was feeling ourselves. We probably came in there a little loud and being obnoxious. You know what I mean? But we kids. You know what I mean? Right. But she was really rude. So in our own ignorant essence, we was rude back. So, but go ahead, Tamar, with a college story. Go ahead.
Oh man. So watching a different world will make you have a perspective about college that is fantasy like. So so I went to Morgan State. Shout out to Morgan State. As Wayne said, my college tour was very similar except for the rain. To where when I seen what I seen, I said, okay, I'm going here. And then I found out that they had a good business school. So I was like, that kind of added to the fuel. But my first day, it was a culture shock yet again. As a freshman, I had on my say UD hurt me, man. I couldn't get right. I feel you.
I feel you, Titus. I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Morgan did the same thing to me. But I thought I was stepping all right with my replica jersey. It was personalized as well. My little Lakers with the Matthews on the back. Nah, I see dudes with throwback jerseys on. Wait a minute, I seen this in videos. How are y'all affording this as college students? And then you see freshmen from New York with you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, what is happening? What do y'all do for a living up there in order? But that's neither here nor there. went to my classes and had a lunch break, so I went to lunch. And the dudes I was with or whatever, of course, they all in class. So I'm looking around, I'm like, yo, there's like nobody in this cafeteria I know. So I go sit by myself, and I see this. I'm not gonna call them a gang, but it's a group that's coming towards me with this pink and green on, and I'm getting flutters like, yo, these the AKAs. Oh snap! All in my head. I'm trying to play it cool. I'm eating my little pizza, and they sit down all in front of me. Mind you, I'm at a table by myself. It's like, hey, why you sitting by yourself? I'm nervous as I don't know what. Like, yo, this is first day of school, and you got the ACAs in front of me, and I held them to a higher standard. So, you know what I mean? I start rapping with them or whatnot, man, and I got the courage to get the one girl number, and she gave it to me, and I was shocked, and I was like, yo, this is like real life. Like, I seen AKAs. I see all the campus and all that. But needless to say, that was the start of my failure at Morgan State University. Was the fact that I went in that first day. First few classes, I was on point. I was on time. I was in my book. I was ready. The syllabus, reading all that. But lunchtime killed it, man. When them AKAs came in, and then I ain't gonna say her. I almost said her name. Got the girl number, and needless to say, after that, it was it became girl focused. So
absolutely.
You couldn't tell me then. After that, like, yo, I got an AKA number, and then they called her. She called me through. Like, yo, I'm about to go off campus. Yo, freshman year, what?
Yo, bro, what was crazy is you and I was having the same experience freshman year, basically, and we would call each other and we would talk to each other literally laid up in a chick room.
Like, yo, bro, guess where I'm at right now?
Yo, guess where? And I'm like, word?
She in there cooking too, bro.
Word? Me too. Yo. It was pretty sad though, bro. It was pretty sad now that I look back and think about it, bro.
I wish I never met her. Now I feel like I might have graduated, got a degree, man.
Yo, at all? You wish you never met her at all?
Nah, man. Nah,
even though
I love this.
It was a different world, man. Because like a different world shows you all the sororities. You know what I mean? And like they put it into like a class. So of course, like,
bro, everybody went to college. We all went to college before Whitley.
Yeah, I'm no, not a Whitley. Yeah, it would have been more of a. Whitley was too uppity.
She was still the baddest thing.
The newer years. So I would have looked for a Jada.
Oh, you wanted a Jada? Okay.
You
wanted a Jada. Okay.
And I got a Whitley.
She was still the baddest thing on campus.
And I got a Whitley.
Got a Whitley with Jada. Man, be like that.
I hear that, man. Tamon. First day though, bro. First day on campus. You back to AKA. Yeah, man, that was overwhelming. That's too much. That's too much for an 18-year-old to handle, bro. That's too much.
I wasn't even 18. I was 17. That makes it even worse. So it was
right.
I couldn't even get into ESPN Zone, man. She like, yo, where you want to go? The movies?
Chuck E. Cheese. I gotta go Chuck E. Cheese. I go Chuck E. Cheese. I can't get in nowhere else. I can't get nowhere else.
No.
I can't get in nowhere else. I can't get. Oh, we can go David Buster's. Yeah, we can. They let kids in David Buster's. Oh boy. All right, Hoss, you got a college story?
Freshman year, Cheney. I remember I'm gonna give you my first college party experience.
Ooh,
So we didn't had first month of football. I really only got this experience like with the football schedule. You only get out but so much. This is the one weekend that I think it may have been Labor Day weekend. Like we didn't have a game that weekend, whatever happened. And I remember they was like everybody's going to the body shop, and I was like, what's the body shop? Like, what are you talking about, man? So we get over there, and it's literally the garage on like underneath of the like over top of the student center. It's like a big empty space, like used to be a garage. All these glass windows and brick walls, and they call it it was like it was like a sweatshop in that joint, and it's packed up 500-600 people in this joint, like wall to wall. They line step in, like I'm just sitting back, like just enjoying like the moments.
yeah.
And I remember I looked at my homeboy and I was like, yo, man, like the parties like this where I'm from, man, like somebody always fighting or something like that. That's a fight.
It's a fact.
Fight like the Qs kept bumping me as they kept going by and they was party strolling, and I was like, yo, man, one of them dudes bumped me again. I'm
gonna turn this out.
Because how it used to be, man, I'm a little off. So I didn't know that that's what they did. So I'm like, yo, so I like push one of them, like, yo, get out my way, dog. Like, stop bumping me. Bumping, walking by. So about 30 shoes turned around at the same time. So I'm like, that's how this is going. And some of them was like football teammates. So they was like, yo, man, that's just how we do. So I kind of like got to learn that part. So when I learned it, from that moment, I kind of made my own like little fake fraternity and started doing my own parties with me and my football just to be like smart asses. And in the same party, like within 10 minutes, I was like, nah, they ain't gonna do that shit to us, man. They gonna watch how I bump them when I come around. We just called ourselves Yuck Fi, and we just run around Yuck Fi. But this was it.
Yuck Fi.
Drew, man, and we shouldn't have been. I one thing I shouldn't have did was that I should have never went to the party. I never wanted to leave the campus. I didn't even want to go to football games no more, even though I was on the just because 1,000 people at the parties, women from everywhere coming. We had parties to bring them from everywhere. Delaware, they coming from Philly, they coming from everywhere. The link.
Yeah, I went to a few Cheney parties.
Like, so it's yeah, I should have stayed in my dorm that night. It changed my life. I used to call my mom, like, they send me money up here. I'm not coming back unless I really need to. But it was just, I know you hear about parties, you hear about college parties. And we used to go to like the Turbine, you know what I mean? In high school, we would go to the Turbine and stuff like that. Nah.
It's a difference.
Way different. So I never wanted to leave. I never missed a party from then. I didn't care what was going on at home. It could be unless it was like a dire emergency. If it was a party, leaving. If I did, I would stay for the party and then after the party and hopefully drive with one eye down the hill. That's how I went. And that was my first time I got introduced to Blue Juice. So it was interesting,
man. College at some point becomes about survival.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So you'll do just about anything to survive. I'm not gonna name no names. I'm gonna incriminate myself and myself. All right. But we used to figure out ways to get free food from the calf. You know what I mean? We would figure out ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? I might go up there and order something, and then somebody else go pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And then they might go order something, and then I go pick it up. It's too many people. They don't know what's going on. You feel me? So turns out the lady that started working in the cab, she had a daughter, right? She had a boyfriend who ended up coming to the school.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude, honestly, he looked just like Kobe Bryant. He looked exactly like literally spitting image of Kobe Bryant. And literally, dudes just started befriending old boy.
Just to get
the hookup. Just to get the hookup at the cab so you could get free food. Right? So I don't know what happened, but nobody gave me the word that they were on bad terms. So when I go to order my food, they look at me like, all right, so where the money at? And I'm like, whoa, that is not
That's not part of the plan.
That is not the agreement to which we had. That is not the agreement to which we had. So like I'm confused as what's going on. And then finally somebody said, hey, Biv, it's over. It's over.
Shit is over. Shit is over.
Now I gotta go back there. Now I gotta go back to stealing from Acme. So
all right, Jameis Winston, man. Stealing crab legs.
The shrimp. I used to kill the shrimp. I used to kill the shrimp. Yeah, I used to kill the shrimp, bro. I ain't gonna front. You know what I mean? I used to kill the shrimp.
Man.
Like walk down that hill, right there across the street from Goldie. Walk down that hill. Hey, that Acme was 24 hours. That's not my fault that you don't have enough people on duty after midnight. Sorry, hire more people. Maybe they couldn't do nothing. They couldn't do nothing, but people was going too far. Like they was running out of there with shopping carts and stuff like that.
Yo,
that's going a little too far. You know what I mean? TV dinner. You know what I mean? Hot Pockets. You know what I'm saying? Some noodles. You know what I'm saying? Just some survival stuff. My man, a couple people went full on grocery shopping. Like they had an EBT card when they came out of there running. And you may think about it. You got to run up the hill with the cart.
right.
So one fall, one bad step, and Jack and Jill is gonna come tumbling back down that hill. So, but hey, again, you had to do what you had to do to survive in college at certain points in time, man. But that's it for the day. That's it for the show. I know it's Saturday morning. I know I got a busy day myself. College football today. My anniversary was Wednesday, so we're probably gonna do something tonight.
Congratulations, good brother.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Coming up on a decade.
Man, 9 years, bro. 9 years.
Yeah, I'll be a dime next month, October.
Hey. Milestone.
Congratulations, good brother.
Congratulations, cuz. Man. Tamon, got any plugs? Anything to plug?
This Wednesday, I see at the dinner table, 8 p.m. It's every other Wednesday. Me and my wife, we sit down, we eat dinner, and discuss certain things. Still don't know what the topic's going to be, so needless to say, I can't plug too much. But yeah, tune in.
All right. Hoss?
Oh.
What, Tommy? Timon? Oh.
Titus says my roommate used to steal books and turn them back in for money. Hey, listen, when I found out about that turning in the books back for money, bro, I tried. Hey, you need that book?
I got some stories about that, but I gotta save it for another time. But shout out to the Main Street bookstore though. Shout out to the Main Street bookstore. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I was selling books.
They'll buy books from anywhere, baby. Go ahead, Main Street bookstore.
United Angels, we're working on 7-on-7 for the city. Free to the kids. 3 age groups. Should solidify everything. My start date for fall 7-on-7. I solidified the dates this week. Other than that, nah, man, just we trying to make moves up here. I'm trying to break it down. I'm actually be down in Salisbury next month, the 26th, running a battle camp with collaboration with the Eastern Shore Element football team on that way. Just try to get back, man. Trying to be a different type of change up here. Other than that, man, enjoy it, man. I've been watching y'all for a while from a distance, man. I appreciate what y'all doing, baby. Get out here and have fun conversations, grown up conversations. I like this, man. Always to keep me plugged in when y'all got good ones.
Man, always, bro, always, man.
Definitely.
Shout out to the Seaford High football team, man. Got a victory last night, man. Crossed the bridge at Southern, 25-17. Boys played really, really well. Our home opener is next Friday, the 10th. We host Tower Hill. So come out. It's gonna be should be a good game. Should be a good game. I got Diary of a Black Stepdad coming up on, before I tell a lie, let me make sure I give the right date. On September 12th, the topic is gonna be, don't you hate seeing yourself? I'm gonna be talking about seeing myself and my kids. So so that's what I'll be talking about on the 12th at 8 a.m. So check me out. But until then, speak on it again. Like the page, follow us, subscribe our page on YouTube. And if you want to talk about something, you want to be on the show, you want to have a topic that you want us to discuss, whatever, hit us up, let us know. I think our next show is gonna be on hip hop. I think we're gonna talk about some hip hop, especially with the whole Drake Kanye situation that's going on.
So now I gotta listen to the albums now.
I didn't say you had to listen to nothing. I didn't say you had to listen to nothing. I just said that I think momentum. I think hip hop is in a great momentum right now. I think with the Locks Dipset verses, and then with the Kanye Drake, and then Kendrick saying, "Hey, you know, look out, I'm on my way back. I'm getting ready to let y'all know." So I feel like hip hop is in a good momentum right now. You know what I mean? So I feel like doing a hip hop show is going to be good. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to discuss though, but I'll come up with something.
Still on King's Disease 2. That's all I've been bumping. King's Disease 2.
So yesterday with Drake dropping, man, Drake was still gonna get played when I get in the car this morning. I say, it's over, baby.
So, but that's our show for the day, man. So until next time, y'all, speak on it. Peace.